Hi guys, how are you?
Good. Good morning, Melissa.
Good morning. Now, Michael, I'll start with you. The Lincoln Lawyer is it came out in 2005, I believe, national bestseller. Did you think while writing that you would be sitting here today with such an amazing cast, with such a fantastic movie?
No, I think you could only hope for something like that. I mean, I knew it had somewhat of a high concept that might be attractive to Hollywood, but I didn't think 5 years later I'd have the film that has been made and the cast. It's just been a pretty amazing ride.
Now, Matthew, how did you get involved?
I read a version of this script about 4 years ago, and did not get involved. And then it came back around in front of me, I guess, about 1.5 years ago, and I loved it. And it was something I said, this is the shoes I want to put on right now. I'd love to go play this character. Then we obviously read the book from there, met with Michael, and we found the right director, and then the cast all fell in place.
You're known and quite well for being a romantic lead. Was part of the draw how serious this role was? And trust me, I'm not complaining about the romantic lead part.
Yeah, I mean, there's a difference in romantic comedies and dramas, and I mean, obviously a romantic comedy is a spar session, and a drama like this, it's a real heavyweight fight with heavyweight conflicts and real consequences. I was excited about, you know, the things that this character that Michael created, Mick Haller, has to get out of. It's self-preservation, it's protecting his family, it's the balance between guilt and innocence. It's he's got to protect and fight for a lot of things, and it was just a really good script. I don't read that many that you can turn the pages this quick and ask, you know, I'm not sure how the hell Mick Haller's going to get out of this, but I sure want to see it.
Well, there's a scene in particular of you at the bar, and you're sitting down and your eyes are bloodshot. I mean, it's a really emotional scene. How do you unwind after something like that, after a day of shooting where you have to get emotionally involved like that?
Well, a scene like that, I'll just say this, you sleep really well that night. Actually, it's kind of relaxing after scenes like that when you got to really spend yourself mentally and physically. So it's not hard to unwind after those. I sleep very well after scenes like that.
Now, Michael, how much creative control did you have on the set? Were you on the set quite often?
Not too much. I mean, there's a chance that you could kind of freeze people when they realize you're the guy who wrote the book, you know, and I wanted them to really be free to take this. The creative control for me is in deciding who I would give the book to, and I did a lot of due diligence, and I gave the book to Tom Rosenberg, who was an attorney, and promised me that he'd keep the gritty realism of my book, and I kind of went with that and trusted them. And I had seen Matthew in a film where I knew he could do this role. I was very excited about that, so I was content to visit now and then and see how things were going, but to kind of leave them alone, let them tell the story.
Now, he did show up to set once.
A few times.
Once?
Yeah.
No, I was there a few times.
I
wasn't bothering you. You were Mickey Haller.
Well, the night I knew he was there, it was a little extra buzz for me, you know, to be up there playing the guy that Michael created on the page. But I was happy to hear and kind of get the nod from him after he viewed a couple of scenes and a couple of takes.
It's a little surprise visit to keep you on your toes.
Yeah.
No, not really. No.
Now, Matthew, I did a little research online last night. Don't worry, don't be scared. I'm not going anywhere weird with this. But you're on a lot of social networking sites. You're on MySpace, you're on Facebook, you're on Twitter. How important is it to you? I mean, obviously, it's somewhat important. Is it to keep in contact with your fans?
It's a little bit of that, and I don't do it daily. I have people in my office that keep that up. And so what we started those accounts for was when sometimes we would read in the media or read online somewhere misinformation. And so to get set the record straight and say, here's the truth, that's why we started started all those, MySpace and Facebooks and everything else. So I report to them if something goes on, or if we read something that's maybe not true, I'll give them the lowdown. And so that's just there for our true voice.
Well, I thank you guys so much for your time. The movie was wonderful. I really enjoyed it.
Thank you.
You guys enjoy the rest of your day.
All right.